I do quite a lot of talking and speaking on seminars, webinars, and keynotes, and there's often a Q&A at the end, and one of the questions that comes up pretty much every single time: what do I do with a bad leader? I've got a bad leader, how do I deal with it? And I know this is a really tricky question. It's not very easy to answer, but I'll try and give you a few things that you can think about. Number one is that it is very contextual. So there is no cut and dried answer, I don't believe. But one of the things you can do is there something that you can do yourself? Is there something that you are missing? Number one. Number two, speak to a peer or a colleague and explain the problem. And this isn't a bitching session. This isn't just a moaning session. It's try to remain dispassionate and separate from the situation, and just understand if other people are seeing it, if they can see the same thing. Is it just you? Is it just a personality issue? Third thing is, do you need to speak to someone outside of the team, perhaps within HR? How much of a problem is this? Is there something that needs to be addressed with a kind of mediation, or with, depending on the depth of the problem, with someone like HR getting involved? Here's the thing you could do. Have you spoken to the leader? Maybe not, maybe this is not an option, but think, maybe it is. Could you go to them and say, what is the problem that you see, the challenge that you notice? Maybe that's something that you could do. You might be surprised by how receptive they could be. Maybe with a third party in the room. I don't necessarily think it's always the answer, but can you actually speak to them? And if you tried everything, and if the problem is really, really bad, maybe the only answer is to leave. If to leave the team, if you cannot do anything about it, you've tried all these other things, and if you really think you cannot change it, maybe the brave decision is to go and look for a different team and a different leader. I know it's not easy, and I know it can be really, really difficult, but I hope that gives you some ideas of the potential courses or paths of action that you could take.